Right after the woman was reborn, the very first thing she did was dye her hair pink. But her adopted younger sister immediately confronted her, demanding to know why she'd changed her hair color. The woman simply replied it was her own choice. She'd only done this to save her own life. In her past life, the woman had somehow wound up owing millions of US dollars in debt, and every bit of it was her adopted sister's fault. The girl possessed a power called mimicry, and she'd used it to steal everything the woman owned. That was why the woman acted this way, to stop her adopted sister from getting exactly what she wanted. The next day, the adopted sister showed up with pink hair too. Yet when she walked into their classroom, she froze. The woman's hair had turned back to black. The sister flew into a rage. A few days later, the woman planned to buy a car. When her adopted sister heard the news, she immediately assumed the woman would buy her one as well. The woman did not give her a straight yes. She only said they'd talk it over when they got to the dealership. Once they arrived at the shop, everyone's eyes locked on the luxury vehicles. The adopted sister wasted no time picking out a car worth $2 million and started browsing its add-on features. The sales manager hurried to the back office to draft the purchase contract. The onlookers all marveled at how generous the woman seemed, assuming she planned to splurge on such an expensive car for her sister. Just as the manager returned to finalize the deal, the woman spoke up. She asked everyone when she'd ever agreed to foot the bill for her sister's car. The adopted sister instantly switched to a pitiful, tearful demeanor, but the woman ignored her completely. She told the manager to run her card so she could purchase the top-tier luxury model for herself. A man standing beside the sister criticized the woman at that moment. He claimed that as the eldest daughter of a wealthy family, she was far too stingy toward her own sister. The woman fired back that she was buying the car with her personal funds, no money from the family involved. If her sister wanted a fancy car, she'd have to buy one with her own earnings. The adopted sister watched her mimicry progress meter drop and grew frantic. She turned to the man and asked if he could lend her some cash. He told her he only had $500,000 US, not nearly enough for the $2 million vehicle. Even so, the sister took his bank card anyway, hatching a scheme in her head. The next day, a fancy luxury car pulled up at school, and everyone was shocked to see the adopted sister step out of it. She preened and showed off the vehicle to the crowd. Midway through her bragging, the woman pulled up in her own luxury car and parked beside her. The sister boldly announced to all the students that her older sister was obsessed with copying her style. Without another word, the woman walked over to the sister's car and lifted the hood. The engine inside was grimy and worn. She then popped the hood of her own vehicle to reveal a brand new, pristine engine, an obvious contrast to her sister's beat-up motor. The sister still tried to make excuses, claiming it was just a special vintage custom edition of the luxury car. When she refused to back down, the woman pulled open the sister's car door. The interior of the two vehicles was night and day in quality. The man beside the sister jumped in to defend her, saying the worn look was just intentional retro styling. Tired of watching their charade, the woman strode back to the sister's car and ripped the front hood emblem clean off. The sister panicked instantly. The woman then opened the driver's side door and pulled the steering wheel emblem loose as well. It was not the logo of the luxury brand at all. In an instant, the sister's empty vanity and all her lies were laid bare for everyone to see.